Allie, pick a dog, any dog.
Hey guys, it's Tony. I've got Meeko coming out here in a few seconds. Going to be showing you kind of a first look at the very first time that we're bringing him out into the room with another dog to see what that looks like. And then I start working shortly after that with the dog out of the room and then bringing the dog back in. Now, Meeko's had quite a bit of training with other trainers. Some of the stuff did not benefit the situation at all, and some other stuff, helped helped me through this session. His understanding of success marker is likely helpful as well. But as you can see here, he's just like super stimulated, excited, about the presence of a dog in the room. He seems like he's very social, but it seems like he's probably way over the top and can get himself into trouble. So as we start working through his reactivity that you see here, as we start working through that and he's able to kind of like see things in a more stable mind, we'll be working on his socialization skills as well. But this is kind of the early stage, just kind of seeing what he's going to give me. As you can see, he doesn't even care that I'm there. He's not turning around. There's no engagement there. There's nothing. He's just 100% focused on the other dog that's in the room. So what we do from here, you'll see when I start working with him once the other dog is out of the room, you'll see I start just creating more relevance about myself. And then as I become more relevant and more interesting, when the other dog enters the room, it's not quite a big deal to him, right? So I don't necessarily tell him what I want him to do, and I don't necessarily tell him what I don't want him to do, right? I just let him offer it. You'll see he offers eye contact right there. I mark. I reward, right? This is the start of our engagement together. So I'm not really telling him what to do. He's just making his own choice, and now he's getting rewarded for it. So he's going to start staying engaged in that and looking for more of that because it was his idea, right? Now, it was his idea to look at the other dog and lose his mind, so he kind of stayed in that as well. And reactivity tends to be a rewarding behavior for dogs, so that's why they kind of stay in that mindset while you're why the trigger is present. Right now, the only thing that's rewarding him is by offering me focus. And you'll see as this session goes, he just offers more and more and more focus. The more focus he chooses to offer me, the more fun I become. I start making him really chase me, right? So those quick steps are fun for the dog. But once I really start hopping around with him, you'll see how much he enjoys that engagement, that play, right? He's looking to play. So I'm giving him that play for giving me focus. And we're just going to watch, and you can see how this game develops. And then once I really felt like I had really solid engagement out of him, I reintroduced the trigger into the environment.
What is that? What is that?
So far I haven't asked for anything, right? I haven't asked for him to look at me. He figured it out, and I'm continually rewarding him, right, and turning on this quick little game of chase the food. But I haven't asked for him to look at me, right? It was his idea. He decided to pick that game, and when he did, that was the most rewarding thing to him in this moment. So because of that, he stays with it, right? He continues to just keep offering that eye contact, right? Keeps engaging with me. Now, the way that I use this is farther down into the training process.
Same dog.
Right? We might move away from this game a little bit where I'm not just staying in one little spot and continually rewarding, but I now have the dog's focus. The dog finds it rewarding to focus on me. I can work them around their triggers, and then as we start getting into more realistic things like going for a walk, the dog is already offering focus. When I ask for behaviors, when I ask for them to heel, when I ask for them to sit or down or whatever, they're already focused on me. Then if they do choose to ignore me and focus on the trigger, the interruption, the correction, right, or even using the no reward marker makes a lot more sense because they know what behavior gets them a reward, right? What behavior I like. And when they choose to ignore me or start fixating, they get nothing, right? And they potentially get interrupted. So you kind of create the proper mindset where the dog learns how to focus on their handler, right? And be engaged and be together instead of just scanning around doing their own thing. And I don't have to use a ton of compulsion to get there, right? I just use what the dog is offering, build that skill up, and then I can start moving forward in my training process. But until you can get a dog to this point where they can engage with you with even nothing in the room, if they can't engage with you with nothing going on in the room, it's a dead room, you're not ready to move forward yet. But if you're getting really good engagement, they want to be a part of that game, right? You are able to move forward and you're able to move into working around triggers. And all I have Allie doing is moving around, right? Like is just following. It's not really anything crazy going on in the room, but at the beginning of the video, it was the same thing. They were just existing in the room and he was like, oh my God, I need to look at that. And he, couldn't control himself, started vocalizing, lunging towards them, things like that. But in this situation, I've turned this game on. We're engaging. He's finding it more rewarding to just hang out with me. And at some point, when I start moving through the training process, I can start asking for certain behaviors out of him. And that expectation of him performing it is a lot more fair.
Very good. Go ahead, take Ike away.
Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Nope. Yes. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job.